Hello, everyone, my dear ones. It's sometimes life is real tough here. And I wanted to do this short video because we have a YouTuber that couldn't handle life anymore here. And what I understand, he committed suicide yesterday, I think it was, or maybe this morning, And this was Oliver. And he left a letter, and his thing was that he felt the Accutane had screwed him up so bad that he had no hope to get well. And we have a whole line of individuals who no longer want to experience this level of creation anymore. And I'll have to say compassionately that I friggin' don't blame them one little bit. The negative forces have dug in, and we'll talk to it not from the highest high. Let's talk to it more what we can see duality. And let's just for a minute we'll talk about good and evil, or good and bad, realizing these two are just the backsides of the same coin. Any minute you can be good and loving, and any minute you can flip and go to the other side. And either side is trapping. As positive as things are, it can still trap you in creation. I was told by the masters that when you commit suicide, that you have an automatic return card here, reincarnation. Of course, I believe in reincarnation because when you start looking at the whole picture of what this world is about, what life is about, the levels that have been found, the fact that you're not a physical being, that should be well established on this planet by now in the human consciousness, although we still have a lot of people living way off of that grid. There's been way too many people with out-of-body experiences, those that can consciously out-of-body travel. Near-death experiences are high. So there's no way that one has to learn to look to the higher part of oneself. And this is why I'm interlacing this spirituality, my friends, with health, because it is vital for the survival of you and your journey to get yourself healthy and stable in a state of balance. It's difficult because these pharmaceuticals are so rough on the human body. They're ripping and tearing. Since in this country we required pharmaceutical companies to at least list most of the side effects on these commercials on TV, it almost becomes insane when you hear them going over these pharmaceuticals that have fatal events tied to them, or very serious side effects. And then the next word out of their mouth, but you might need to consult your doctor because it could be beneficial for you. For me, I want to ask the FDA something. Do you really think, in your heart of hearts, that it's okay to allow a pharmaceutical that kills people or has extreme side effects to it for its supposedly its maybe helpful effect? You know what the answer is to most of us citizens who have hired you to protect us. You're a hired gun. That's who all you are. That's all the government is hired guns from the people. And the people are the ones that hire these or elect these people to protect them. And all these people do is corrupt themselves. So we have so much corruption around the world here. You all see it and know it. It's just sick. This is why you're so very important. For those of you that are on the edge of staying here or going, get your karma done here now. Spend the time, unwind. You know we will help you. Use flower essences for your mood swings and attitudes. Go after your parathyroid for depression. Go after your adrenal glands for anxieties. Get your glands healthy. Get your body healthy. If you're having a hard ride, call us. We'll help you. We've got different tools we can help you. But hang in there. You don't have to terminate your body here. Poor Oliver felt like there was nothing else that he could do. And the problem is that he's wrong. We could have helped him deeper and deeper. I don't care. We are here to help everybody, and you on Facebook have done a great job at that, and you see why we're here to help people. Oliver's just one in thousands and thousands of people that souls that don't want to be here anymore. And I don't blame it. It's not fun anymore. The evil energies have dominated, and negative and corruption. You've got to be a multi-millionaire to run for some type of position like governor. These governors in Florida, which are two wackos, are spending, $20 million apiece? That's insane. So that only buys people that have money, and people generally that have money are out of touch. Even some of my friends that have a lot of money, they don't do anything with it but hoard it. And it's a sad thing to see that, because this globe needs help. And do you want to leave this planet thinking you were an early Bill Gates? It's just ridiculous. You know, we are here to inspire a good life. You can't take Federal Reserve notes or any other type of shells or anything else with you. They're just tools of the trade. The happiness comes from your own beingness, your own consciousness. And you should always make that your priority. This is why I'm so much into getting your hearts opened, getting your consciousness opened, getting your physical bodies, your emotional bodies, and your mental bodies under control and health. And because this world needs an influx of the higher level of thinkers and aware people like you guys. It's essential. You're seeing it. And you're seeing this door opening quicker, faster, because things are going to start going like freight trains. I've been pushed. I feel it. It's just like unbelievable. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. My love goes out to that soul. That soul is traveling and be okay. But you know, if you're hurting, remember your endocrine glands are your chakras. They reach into your etheric bodies, and they run the physical body. So you've got to. Everything interfaces in God's world, and no one dies. They just transition, and we've talked about this, and we've been talking about this in the last few videos, and you're seeing my energies change. And it's just because I'm being pushed to open, and so I have to try to maintain a sense of balance within that. Because let me tell you, the bottom line, everybody's used by ourselves, by it, by the Supreme, by the Creator. It uses all of itself to interface with itself. So it's just a massive thing. Try to find happiness within yourself, because if you look to this world for happiness, you're not going to go too far. It's not a happy place. Everybody's in your face, or your freedoms are being removed, everything. And these souls that are doing this fell in the trap of the negative. There are others that are being channels for entities you don't even want to know. Some of this stuff, some of you guys don't even want to know about. You know, there's some stuff there. So, but you have to open up to what's going to happen here in the future. You're going to be aware of other beings and other planets. There's a lot of things going to open up here in the next 20 years, like fast. And I think that those that wish to keep their heads buried in the sand are going to be the losers. The winners are you guys. Those of you that are learning that you are a spiritual being having a physical experience. You get your bodies in a state of wellness. You work as much as you can from consciousness instead of mind, and it'll free you up. You burn off that karma, and then you're done. And when you leave, there's no re-entry. That's all I can say. For those that don't believe that, I'm sorry. That's okay. Don't let that stop you from going into your health. Someday we'll start from just basic stuff, and I'll unpeel all the layers for you and show you where religions and philosophies and everything are. I'll unpeel this whole thing for you in a very, very simplistic manner, and I think you'll really get it. But for now, I'm going to try to come in this weekend and finish up with some questions, because what we have to do is go back, and if I haven't answered your questions, that's for those that have submitted questions prior to about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. please, if I haven't got to you, please resubmit, and put resubmit, please, please, because it's just overwhelming here, and I'm trying to get you all done. I'm eventually here winding down and seeing people because I want to do more videos. We're going to do webinars. We're going to do a lot more interactions. So we know everybody's on board. They know exactly how to take people through these things, and maybe we can help people like Oliver before these souls decide to check out here. But then again, I don't blame him. I mean, this is not a happy place, and I think that we have the power to make it a happy place. Each and every one of you have the power. Each and every one of you have all the power you need. You just have to tap into that. And the only way you can tap into raw consciousness and power is to work in the present moment, to eliminate the mind element, because you don't want to develop the mind. We've talked about this in the past, and I was on the road of doing some bad things in terms of controlling people with my mind, and I don't want any part of that. I woke up real quick, and I said, no way, I don't want any karma. You don't want to be tied to this world by creating situations that you have to pay for. It's not worth it. Free yourself and live your life, as Jesus said, like little children. Relax. Start enjoying the beauty. Don't let the corruption get you. You can fight the corruption. There's no, one of your biggest challenges spiritually is to live in that eternal moment, but to be proactive in your bodies. That's your biggest challenge. If I can get you to trim off and get these initiations or get your levels up to this soul consciousness, then from there it's just the developing your ability to stay more in consciousness as opposed to thought, and how to stay proactive with the bodies, using the emotions, using your mind, using your physical body, but not following it everywhere it's going. Not being totally immersed into the experience. In other words, you're watching the movie at a theater, but you know you're watching the movie at the theater. You're watching consciously. Most people absorb into the movie and they forget they're sitting there. That's why I don't go to movies. Because the spiritual people absorb quicker. They become that which they put their attention on much quicker. And, there's too much drama now here. You're going to watch these movies. Most of them are violent. A lot of them are dramas. And you just, how much more do you want to put in and create antagonism to beauty and peace and joy and love? And that's what's going on. The airwaves are whacked out. Russia, America, they've all been working on brain or mind control. They've been doing this back in the 70s in the military, guys. We knew we were working on mind control. I was in the Air Force, let me tell you. I can just tell you, there's a lot of things going on. And then Jesse Ventura did the show on the towers where the government's using frequencies to deal with people's, I don't know, it's all insane to me. And I look at this whole thing and I think, if we're here to at least bring a little more base balance, just like in health, we're to bring a little more base balance in health to the body. We're to bring a little more God consciousness to the planet, because at this level it's just too corrosive, and it was too corrosive for Oliver here. And just sad stuff, because you can fix yourselves. I know these pharmaceuticals are bad, and I know that a lot of them rip you. But you can build your body back, please. I know some of you are in pain, and listen, when you start working on detoxification, you're working with astringents. As soon as you astringe where there's pain, there's more pain. I mean, I can just tell you, there's ups and downs to this whole thing, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and so many people have found it now. Let that be your guiding light. Let love, health, God, vitality, ethics, peace, joy be your guiding lights. And it's time the medical profession makes a drastic change and starts paying karmically for this kind of stuff, especially pharmaceuticals, FDAs, and stuff like that, who think it's cute to raid us, but to allow things like Accutane, Imbryl, things like that could kill people or extremely maim them. That's okay. This is some serious stuff. And you guys are here very seriously to invoke God consciousness. So thank you so much for participating with us on this site. We love each and every one of you. We are here as a club to help each and every one of you. Hopefully our club site will grow and grow. Our website, you'll be able to access all kinds of forms and charts and just everything under the sun that'll help you. So we have a lot of great plans for the club site where you can have all kinds of tools and fun things, you know. We also would like to carry those people that write their own books. We're trying to carry the best products we can. So it's just working through all this and allowing for all this energetics to change, this paradigms to change, because it's just a long process. Creation is a slow, long process of change sometimes. That's why you all are waking up so much, because you were sent here to wake up. And it's your time. And it's exciting stuff. Don't worry about Oliver. That's a soul on a journey, and he's fine. He's fine. So if anyone else is hurting out there that bad that you want to take your life, call me. Let's work. Let's get your body healthy. Let's get your mind and emotions. Let's go beyond those instruments and get you into a place of happiness and joy. All right? All right. Oh, I just digging through all my charts and stuff, and this is some of the stuff that Jensen gave me. He gave me stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks, and I got his library out there just sitting in a storage, I think. Remember this guy? 2 irises. He's in Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. He's definitely in the Gatlinburg one. I don't know. They probably made copies of him in other ones, but he had 2 irises. Yeah, Jensen had a lot of things here. He was having placemats for his 80th birthday. Certificate of celebration. Yeah. There's some of his original stuff. I just got stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks. This is a beautiful portrait of him, of Doc. He was very spiritual guy. That's what really polarized us two together, was the fact that Dr. Jensen was very spiritual. Like I said, he was out of his body almost every night, and he told me they would take him to crystal cities where it was teaching him crystal healing, but he didn't know how to incorporate it. And so I think he does now. But anyway, I love you guys. Class is coming. I'm going to try to come in this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and do a couple hours and try to finish up here. I know we got about 8 hours up. I know we have 2 more videos going up for you right now. One's going up right now. I'm going to have Chris put this one up for you. And then I have one more coming up for you, about 2 hours. And then I'll try to come in and do some more to try to get everybody covered, because, listen, we're here to help everybody. So be strong, guys. Be strong. Be passionate, be love, be joy, be peace. You know, be the cause of your world. Don't let anybody tear you down. There's nowhere you're going. Oliver's finding that out. There's nowhere to go. The scenes will change, because this is just creation. The scenes always change. But you, that's that inner you that's always there, the watcher behind the little id, the little ego, that which is the observer through all the eyes of all life, is God. And that's who you really are. So I love you all. Namaste. May the blessings be.